living and dealing with having a famous name, or indeed the same name as a famous person, can be really hard. It is a burden. Hi, my name's John Terry. And I'm not the footballer. There isn't really any perks to having a famous name. There's no perks to having the name John Terry. It's pretty much all bad. I mean, if you could call it a perk, it would be that I would meet someone that didn't know who John Terry was. It's rare, but when it happens, then I've got a fairer chance than anyone else of having a normal name. But it's rare. You know, a usual situation would be I would go to the pub, someone would find out my name's John Terry, and then, you know, the wisecracks come out to play. Then they're all out and they're having fun. And I get asked if I'm racist, I get accused of sleeping around, people ask me how Frank Lampard is, and I don't want to, you know, ruin their time. I don't want to be a sport, so I play along with the banter, and I even Wikipedia'd the Chelsea team, so I could be like, oh, you know, Jamie Drogba's fine, and they have a right hoot at that. They love that. They find that really funny. Dating is really hard. The only girl I've actually been in contact with in the last 3 years, we got really close. I mean, really close. To the point where I actually proposed to her. And she said no, because she didn't want to be called Mary Terry. Her argument was, well, why don't I take her name instead? She said, and I'd be willing for that. But you know what her name was? Mary Salmon. Salmon, like the fish, spelt like the fish. And I said, excuse me, if you think I'm going to be called John Salmon, well then you're fucking kidding me. You are having a fucking laugh. And she got really offended and she left and we went our own way. You know what the last thing I said to her? As she was exiting the door, I said, you know what, Mary Salmon, there are plenty more fish in the sea. And I told her, I said, Mary Salmon, there are plenty more fish in the sea. She didn't, I've never seen her, I hadn't seen her since, but whatever. You know, but I don't want to change my name. I want to be comfortable with my name, and that's the reason I made this film, because I want people out there to realise there are more than just one John Terry. There are probably more of John Terrys like me, where I'm also John Terry. I'm not, oh, that's like John Terry. No, he's like me, okay? Just seems... It just seems a bit unfair that why is my name John Terry? I'm sorry. I just want to be treated normally. You know, there's this place I can go. It's called Famous Names Anonymous. It's run by this guy called James Bond. And he's a really nice guy. You know, there's a whole bunch of people with famous names and we can talk about our endeavours and... Yeah, there's a few other footballing names there. There's Michael Owen and Rio Ferdinand. There's a really nice lady I speak to there. She's good. It's called Holly Willoughby. And so we go there and we share stories and we get by. But I want you to, I just want you to know if you have ever taken the mick of a person with a famous name, if you ever made jives, this is the aftermath. This is the aftermath. You happy now? Ooh. My name's John Terry. Okay? Get over it. Get over it. Ugh.